Hey, welcome back to another video, Seahawks Talk, and today we're going to be doing a preview of the Seahawks Vikings. Seahawks know what this game is. They know how it's going to be, what they need to do to win. It's at home, Monday night prime time. I think both teams would probably make playoffs, but this might determine the playoff seeding, so let's get into this video. So a big thing of the Seahawks as of late is at the Panthers game, they figured out how to win without having the run game going. This might be another game where they can't get the run game going. I think they will, but if it doesn't, you might have to rely on Russell, which, worst case scenario, we have to rely on Russell every single play. And then the defense is playing okay. Best case scenario, we don't really have to do, Russell doesn't have to do anything. Carson does it all. And the defense plays out of their mind. That's best case scenario. What I'm thinking is it's going to be a little bit between there. I think the run game's going to get going. I do think, I think Wilson there'll be a couple plays where we rely on Russell, which is fine. It's fine. And I think the defense will be good, but as long as Bobby Wagner, in the background of this video, is playing like he did, if he plays half of what he did in that Niners game, they will win by a good margin. I'm not expecting him to play that good, and it's not that because he can't do much better. Pete Carroll was like, what more can you ask for in one game from a guy? And that's just, I don't know if that's exact words he said, but it's kind of like what he said. But he's such a good player, and you compare him with, you compare this team with Bobby Wagner, and without him, it's not even close. I mean, yeah, you'd have Russell on, but if we didn't have Bobby Wagner, the star player of our defense, we would probably have Michael Kendricks at middle linebacker, but that's just, no. Right now, we would not be in the playoff push. We'd probably be like 5-7 max. I don't know. This guy, he's a big player. I think maybe 6-6 because Russell Wilson. Russell by himself can get 9 wins, but with him here, he can push us to. Because if we get in the playoffs, he can push us to more than just one round, more than 2 rounds. He can get us to the NFC Championship. And that would be an amazing thing to happen for Seattle. But it's we'll see how it all plays out. I would rather play the Cowboys at Dallas or Arlington than play the Bears at Chicago, because I do not want to go down in Chicago in this weather and that bad weather and playoffs. No. I mean, I know Mr. Trubisky would be inexperienced, and Seattle loves inexperienced quarterbacks. And, if you're young, but they know how they've played Seattle, and it'd be at Chicago now. And we did see this team actually without Bobby Wagner, and without KJ Wright, and without this player and that player. They are all banged up, but that was the Bears game when they lost 17-24, when I was just like, watching that game was just like, this is not the Seahawks. I'm not watching a Seahawks game. This is, no. A Seahawks game without Bobby Wagner and without some of their best players is just not a Seahawks game. That's why, to the Bears, I was like, man, that's not really the best achievement in the world, When your best player, when the other team's best players are out, a win is a win. When the other team's best players are out, star players are out, yeah, that's just no. And when I look at the Vikings, I think they have Dalvin Cook back, which is always big for them. Always is big for the Vikings, but going into Seattle, I said Kirk Cousins won last year. That's different. Blair Walsh blew that game. That's not no one on the team's fault. This team's a way different team. Whatever. Last year's, that's like a way different year. This is just a way different thing. That's a way different discussion. But Kirk Cousins going to Seattle, where Russell Wilson, since 2012, has the second most wins, best pass rating, probably is having his best year of his career, besides last year. Like I said, the discussion now is only because everybody was injured. But even with a fully healthy team and a really good run game, Russell Wilson still finds a way to have one of the best years of his career. Like I said, going to Seattle, defense playing good as of late. It's just, I feel like this is panning out to be a blowout. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout. I don't want to say that, but could pan out to be a blowout. And I'm not, if it ends up being a 20-point victory, 21-point victory for Seattle, I'm not going to be surprised. And I would actually be surprised. I mean, I'd be more surprised if it was like a almost 30-point victory like it was, like a 27-point victory like it was over the Niners. But Russell Wilson has played amazing in prime time, especially at home. Like I said, Monday Night Prime Time earlier against the Bears, that's a different game. This is a different Seahawks game. We don't. If you ask Seahawks fans what they think about the first two games of the season, they're like, okay, yeah, we don't look at the first two games. We look at what's happened now, what's happened as of recent. Because Seattle was on a 3-game winning streak, and the thing is, Minnesota, they played terrible. I mean, they played terrible against the Patriots. And going into Seattle, another hard place to play, I just don't see the Vikings coming out with a win. Overall, I think Seattle will win the game. I think they'll win it. It'll be somewhat close, but also somewhat away from the Vikings that Seattle had a comfortable enough win. I'm going to say final score 34-23 Seattle. And yeah. Alright, I might be doing more game previews for Seattle in the future, especially if they do make the playoffs. So, yeah, that might be a future thing. But, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and peace out.